Egypt's election issues remain one of such events, as Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, the Egyptian general who ousted his country's first freely elected leader, Mohamed Morsi, declared his candidacy for a presidential election. The former Egyptian military chief el-Sisi won more than 96% of the vote, while his sole opponent, Hamdine Sabahi, received 3.9%. Sabahi considered defeat. The new government continued its clampdown on the Muslim Brotherhood. An Egyptian court recommended death sentence for the leader Mohamed Badi and 682 of their supporters. Still with the Egyptian legal system, 3 Al Jazeera journalists were charged with aiding the Muslim Brotherhood, which had been labeled a terrorist organization. Peter Gresti, an Australian, Mohamed Fahmy, a Canadian-Egyptian national, and Berhe Mohamed, an Egyptian. They and their media organization have denied the charges. The trio have spent their first year in prison. Violence in the region continued, with Egypt and United Arab Emirates striking Islamist militias in Libya. The civil unrest led to the closure of a number of foreign diplomatic missions in the country. Former allies became enemies as series of battles started, resulting in the closure of most airports in the country. The rise of Islamist militias resulted in the assault on the parliament and formation of a parallel government. Now 2 parliaments exist in Libya, one in Tobruk, which is internationally recognized under Prime Minister Abdullah El-Thani, and another backed by Libya-Dun militia holding forts in Tripoli. In Algeria, President Bouteflika won 4th term in office. Bouteflika, who was recovering from a stroke then, even cast his vote from a wheelchair. The country's interior minister confirmed that the president won with more than 81% of the vote. The cradle of the Arab Spring, Tunisia, had had its first share of turbulence. With the assassination of Chokri Belaid and Mohamed Brahimi in 2013, the ruling Ennahda party lost credibility. The subsequent protests led to the formation of a transition government made possible by organized labor unions in the country, and with Monsef Mazzouki chosen to head it. Later in the year, Beji Said Essebsi won Tunisia's run-off vote with 55.68% against rival Monsef Mazzouki's 44.32%. It is the country's first free presidential election. Essebsi has been sworn in as the president of Tunisia. Morocco was relatively calm in the news, but sports brought the country into the headlines. Morocco declined hosting Confederation of African Football (CAF) because the organizers did not shift the date of the tournament for fears that Ebola virus may spread in the country. CAF did not heed, and Africa's biggest football showpiece was moved to Equatorial Guinea. However, Morocco hosted Club World Cup, where she welcomed champions from all continental clubs tournaments. Morocco has been suspended by CAF. Lilian, Eze-Mark, TVC News.